Good morning, beloved. It is a privilege for me to share the word of the Lord with you this morning in the first of a series of messages entitled Overcomers Through Christ. In Romans 8, verse 35 to 39, it is said that even in all things, tribulation, distress, persecution, famine, nakedness, peril, or sword, or even as sheep sent to the slaughter. In all these things, we are more than overcomers, more than conquerors, through him who loved us. So why do we continue to struggle after surrendering our lives to Christ? Because the enemy is alive and well and wants to steal our joy. John 10 verse 10 states that the enemy comes not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. But I have come so that you may have life and life in abundance. We have the example of King David in the Old Testament. Before he became king, the Israelites came up against the Philistines and against the giant Goliath. We have the example of where this enemy of his was a physical one, and the physical enemy was the Philistines, most notably the giant Goliath. When Goliath laughed in David's face at what Goliath perceived to be a puny onslaught, a puny challenge, David responded saying, "You come to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield, but I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." And David conquered Goliath with a slingshot and with one stone. This is an example of a physical enemy. In our lives, we might have trials, tribulations, even physical trials, physical enemies. But the Word of God says in Ephesians, when it comes to spiritual warfare, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places." In John 16, verse 33, it is stated by Jesus that in the world you will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. Revelation 12, verse 11 says, "But they, being the saints, have overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony." Once again, Jesus has come so that we can have life and life in abundance. And there's power in his blood. There's power in the word of our testimony. And we, through this power, can be more than overcomers, more than conquerors through Christ.